Guys, hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be continuing our Wonderlocke of Pokemon Sword and Shield. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Quick little team just recap of what we had. We had Tarantula, this Jigglypuff, or whatever it is, well, I can't remember what that one's called, Trudel and Sprigatito. That's our team so far. Alrighty, but let's continue essentially the playthrough. Now this is all we effectively have to work with until we complete the first gym. Because remember, guys, we're doing 3 encounters before every single gym, basically. So we've got a bit of work to do. We've got to get some grinding. We're probably going to run some Terror Raids to get some EXP candies so we can level this up a bit faster. But for now, we're just going to progress the story a little bit. But we're probably going to go around, and I don't think you even have access to Terror Raids just yet. I can't remember when you get access to them. I think it's once you get access to, like, Terror Orb. Alrighty, guys, so we're just going to progress the story for a little bit. Do some battles, do some other things, and hopefully get our team kind of leveled up and usable. So I believe this is a battle here. Let's do this one here. Alrighty, so she's got a Bond Suite. This should be a fairly even matchup. Although we should probably win this one. Probably win this one pretty easily too. I am going to move my webcam though so you guys can see. I hate the positioning of the health bars in this. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. There's no good place to put like this type of webcam in this one. Because the whole bottom section of the screen is just constantly in use, basically. You know what? I don't like the webcam being where it was. You guys are just going to have to deal with not being able to see my health bar. You'll know if I die anyways. We definitely want to try and pick up as many of these items as we possibly can kind of along the way. It's going to be very, very crucial to our playthrough because we're going to need a lot of these items while we're playing. Alrighty, let's just go running around and do a bit of auto battles and grab some levels before we progress. I've been playing around a green screen today and just getting it to work properly has just been the biggest pain in the ass. It just does not want to work. Like, the lighting's just always wrong. I was against a Psyduck. You should have... Oh, Psychic type move, right. I gotta find some water types to auto-train on. Dude, what is auto-train? Auto-training is just kind of slow at the start. Oh, shit. Here are a bunch of water types. Hopefully we can use Sprigatito to get some levels here. So I might get everyone to at least level 12 before I progress, and then I might progress. Just make sure we're kind of leveling properly. I'm just systematically killing off the entirety of the water-type population in this area. They must all perish. I'm confused by sometimes how it's, like, not super effective, and then other times it isn't. Like, what is it doing? It killed the... Attack the thing! This game can be kind of weird sometimes. I love this game, but it's also kind of weird. Dude, I need to stop this. This really is not an efficient way to level. We're just gonna have to level once we get to get Terror Raids and lock the level that way with the XP candies. This is like so slow. We're just gonna do a battle here. We'll just do all the battles on the route, but like, dude, XP leveling with like the auto battling at the start of the game is so bad. It's honestly terrible. It takes so long. You get like 7 XP per like kill sometimes. It's actually pathetic. So, I actually just finished my my main playthrough of the game. I'm gonna start preparing that save file to do, like, shiny hunting streams. So if that's something that interests you guys, maybe consider, you know, subscribing to the channel. Because, you know, why not? And maybe turn the notification bell on, because that means you'll get to see when I go live. And if you want to join in those shiny hunting streams, that's going to be the best way to do that. So, alright, so there is going to be a battle with Nimona. I think that's how you can say her name. Outside here. But there's also that guy battle, this dude battle as well. Well, let's do this guy first. I really don't like this thing. I mentioned this in the last Wonderlocke video we did. I hate it when characters just don't shut up in battles now. It makes the battles go on for so much longer because they say like 6 to 10, like 4 to 10 lines of dialogue per fight. And the more Pokemon that people get in the game, the worse it gets too. Like this, Nimona in that entire fight had like 4 or 5 lines of dialogue. It's just like, why? I get it, it's story and characterization, but it's incredibly annoying because you can't just A through it like you can now. You have to sit there and listen to the line of dialogue or watch the line of dialogue. It's just shit. Like, I don't want to watch, I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't. Like, I don't mind about the story in this game. The story in this game's alright. It's just, enduring battles, like, it just makes the process so much slower. Like, I don't know why they decided to do that in later games. Like, in older gen games, it was better when it was just the battle. Have the talking and the pretense afterward, talking beforehand, talking afterwards, not during the battle. It was so annoying. Alrighty, we reached the first major town. I mean, you had that technically little small pit stop town before, but this is like the first big city. This is pretty much the main city of the game. You were spending a little bit, actually, now that I think about it, You spend very little time in this main city. You basically come back to like buy stuff, and that's like really it. And then if you do like school classes, then I suppose, but the school classes were kind of like pointless. They don't really give you anything from my understanding. They just kind of teach you things about the game. But yeah, this is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, if you haven't played it yet. In all of its buggy technical problems glory. It's like, if you look in the distance, like, look at that little kid down there. Kid standing at the balloon thing. Look how many frames all the people are in the background. It's pretty horrid. They did some... See, that's the thing that confuses me about this game. They did a lot of, like, optimization things, like making it so characters in the background, like, the frames drop down. But they also make it so, like, only what you see on the screen and a little bit more renders in and everything else around you doesn't. And then when you turn the thing, it renders stuff in. So it just kind of confuses me that this game runs so badly. Alright, let's do the first Team Star fight. Also, I find this shit fucking hilarious. How they do like, it just looks so stupid. It's the dumbest thing. I love it. Dude, Team Star actually in general is pretty cool. I really like Team Star. I wish they were kind of fleshed out a little bit more in the story though. You don't really get too much in like the Team Star storyline. You get like little snippets of like the bosses and like a flashback, but that's like all you get. There's like barely any story in this game for Team Star. There's not even like an overarching plot for them. You literally just go to their base, you raid the base, defeat the boss, and then you get, for like defeating the boss of that particular base, you basically just get a little backstory into one of like the 5-6 bosses. That's like it. And it's like not even long backstory. It's like 20-30 seconds kind of backstory kind of thing. There's no like, they're not trying to like do what they did in Sapphire and Ruby with like summon the legendaries and end the world, like raise this land or raise the sea or whatever. They're not trying to do any of that shit. They don't really have a goal. They're just like, hey, we don't like bullies. We're going to fight back against the bullies, and that's their kind of thing. And then they kind of turn into the... It's really weird. They don't really have a plot to the Team Star, which kind of really sucks, if I'm going to be honest. And if I'm being completely honest with you, there isn't really much of a plot in this game to begin with. Like, there's a little bit, but you're not like going around to location, plot. You literally just at one point, there's plot at the start of the game. And then they're just like, hey, go nuts in the open world. You go fight the gyms, you go do this and this. And there's plot at these places, but it's not like really heavy kind of plot. It's not, it's kind of hard to explain. There's not really like an overarching story to this game, so from what I noticed so far. The only really one is like, oh, you have Miraidon or Coridon, and you're helping them, and then you go to like the Area Zero place. That's the only story there really is in this game. There's no evil team story. There's no like plot to end the world. There's no like... Actually, now that I think about it, the story in this game might be its biggest weak point, because there isn't really a good story to this game. This is coming from someone I've actually basically finished the game. I just my other playthrough this morning. I finished the Elite Four, beat the champion, did the last champion fight, finished all the Team Star stuff, and finished all the Titan content. So I just got into the Area Zero, which I believe is what it's called. But yeah, that actually, now that I think about it, that kind of sucks. I think this game has probably one of the weakest Pokemon stories, and that's saying something. There's just not really a story really present at all. There isn't really, there's no like evil mastermind plan. There's no like, oh, we're doing this particular thing and this thing happened. Like, there's just really nothing, actually. They're just kind of like, hey, here's the open world, now fuck off, kind of thing. That's basically what they do. There's like a little bit of story, but it's like, it's very, very minor. It's like, ooh, you're doing the gym challenge. Nimona wants to fight. And that's the story for like the Pokemon League story. And then you have the Team Star story, which is like, we want to stop bullies. And then we became the bullies, and now we think we're wrong. And that's the Team Star story. And then you have the Titan story, which I won't spoil that one. That one's pretty alright, but it's still, yet again, very basic. Oh, I have a sick dog Pokemon. Let's make dog Pokemon better by fighting things and stealing their herbs. That's like effectively the story. That's all the story there is in this game. Maybe when it gets to Area Zero, there's like a story section for that, and it like picks up. That's highly possible, but now that I think about it, there's not really much story, and it's not really present. I just didn't really think about that when I was playing before. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that run side. Oh, look at that walk animation. Smooth. Oh, there we go. The bad frame rate, Jesus.